The last wrestling game I played was Day of Reckoning on the GameCube. Although I haven't been playing WWE's recent releases, I was fortunate enough to get WWE 12 through the mail, and let me just say what fun I've had playing it. Road to WrestleMania is the story mode for WWE 12. Basically, you play as 3 different wrestlers and play different roles within the wrestling industry, them being the heroic, villain and contender storyline. I really enjoyed the heroic and villain storylines as they felt really believable. The contender storyline was really short and felt unfinished. The storylines were awesome to play and really made me want to start getting involved and watching wrestling again. The storylines are not so in depth, but for a game that's hard to pull off something serious, it did a good job with what they had. When selecting Road to WrestleMania, you expect this huge rise from a normal WWE contender to the huge final match in WrestleMania, but this is far from the case with these storylines. I felt that when you did finally reach WrestleMania, that all the effort that you put into getting into the final hurdle, that they failed to give you the good finish with an amazing last match. The game's combat is fun but tedious. Half of the time you end up mashing buttons to get out of a submission or build up to your signature. It made the game feel like it was a button masher instead of an amazing separate genre. This is a huge minus as it ends up making you rage and stop playing after an hour. Other than that problem, the moves do look amazing, especially with the new inclusion of the cameras they have placed for better angles of signatures and finishes. Most of the amazing moments from wrestling matches happen in the ring, but it seems like WWE 12 completely forgot there was a ring and instead insists you on fighting backstage doing exactly the same thing time and time again. Sure, the first few times it was awesome, but then it became repetitive and stale and way overused. If they didn't repeat the 2-on-1 process, then sure, I might have liked it a bit better. The graphics are far from the best, but that's not a problem, as there's no need for intense high-end graphics to blow you away, as they won't add any sort of value to the game whatsoever. In fact, I enjoy the graphics. You know who you're playing as and or wrestling against, as the wrestlers are similar to their real life form. Customizability is immense in this title. THQ have went all out on the content that you can add to your game, which is boosted by user generated content. Players are able to create arenas, rings, old time favourite characters and logos to name but a few. This makes the game feel fresh and new as you can mix the games up so you can reminisce on old time matches. Online mode is simple and to the point. Not much to say other than it's a typical online wrestling game with a few different modes here and there. Overall, WWE 12 has been for me a stepping stone into the WWE wrestling experience. I've learned a lot about the new wrestlers whilst also had a blast with some great storylines and awesome fights. But there have been some points that made the game shaky and overdone. Overall, I'd give WWE 12 an 89%. If it was to improve on its controls and some parts of the story, then this game would have been perfect. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to watch the full walkthrough of the game, please click the annotation on the screen. I'll see you in the next review. Bye for now.